Over the years, I've had too many people close to me not to talk about suicide. Too many people close to me who thought for a moment their life wasn't worth it. But if you can hear me in this moment, if you can hear me right now, I need you to hear that you are more than what you feel in this very moment. You are greater than you can imagine, and this world needs you. It needs you to follow through with what your purpose is here on this earth. But you've got to pursue it. You've got to go after it. No matter how hard it is, no matter how heavy it feels right now, I need you to get up. I need you to stand up in the middle of your darkness and pursue your purpose. You're not alone, even if you feel the darkness all around you. Let me tell you what I learned in the darkness. Let me tell you what I felt in the darkness. I learned that it's not forever. I learned that there is a time limit, but even with a time limit, sitting in the dark will not make the light come any faster. Sometimes you have to stand up in the middle of your darkness. Sometimes you have to stand up in the middle of your pain. Sometimes you have to stand up in the middle of your struggle and move towards the light. Move towards your goals no matter how heavy it feels. I learned there's a difference between adaptability and instability. In the middle of your darkness, we have to remain adaptable. Just as there are animals that are not nocturnal who are able to adjust, who are able to fight their enemies, who are able to fight their predators in the dark, we have to be able to do the same. Adaptability means remaining grounded, but able to adjust to the situation around you, able to adjust to the circumstances, able to adjust to the storm that surrounds you in order to stay on the path of focus. Instability means that there is no foundation, but you have a foundation. And in life, when it comes to our purpose, sometimes the vehicle that we're using may change, which means that things around us might look a little bit different. Things around us might not look the way we want them to look, but it doesn't mean that our purpose has eluded us, because our purpose is right there in front of us. It's always going to be the same, even though the vehicle may change. So chase after your purpose with everything inside you, unrelenting, unyielding, unforgiving. I learned that sometimes if you're waiting for the light, you'll miss your opportunity. So pursue it and don't miss your opportunity. Right now, there's something trending called the Damar Hamlin effect, where CPR training and equipment have risen over 600% since Damar Hamlin was brought back to life on national television after he had fallen in an NFL game. He fell when he had no fight left in him. He fell right in front of everybody, but he had the right team around him who came out to him. And they were prepared to do whatever was necessary in case of an emergency. And so what this tells me is that sometimes you have to step outside of your isolation. Sometimes you have to step outside of your isolation. Sometimes you have to step outside of your isolation and get the right team around you just in case of emergency. Get the right family around you just in case of emergency. Just in case you have that moment where you feel like you can't move, where you feel frozen, where you feel like you can't get up. The right team will come out there and they'll get you back on your feet. The right team will come out there and make sure that your heart's beating again. The right team will come out there and make sure that you got the breath in your lungs. The right team will inspire you to move back towards your goals. The right team will remind you of your purpose and inspire action and motivate you to do what you are created to do. Many examples remain that we can draw from. Imagine how David may have felt when David was casted out from his family, when David was an outcast from Saul and Saul's kingdom and the army. Once a hero where they were singing songs about David, and then the next he was alone in the desert sitting in his darkness. But when it came to David, guess what? He didn't just sit through it. David fought in the desert. He bled. He trained. He sweated with every piece of pain that was inside of him. And then he came back and he conquered his darkness. And he got everything back that God said was for him. And so that's my message to you today, is go get what God says from you. But you got to stand up in your struggle. You got to stand up in your pain. You got to get the right team around you. And you got to become adaptable to the situation that is set before you. It's High Energy Tuesday. I love y'all, and let's go get after it. I'm out.